Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new here, it's lovely to have you and I hope you choose to stick around and subscribe. It's completely free and entirely up to you. It just means I pop up in your subscription boxes every time I upload a new video. On to today's video, and it is Monday as I film this, and I think I'm going to actually put it up tonight as well. So of course it's food shop day, so before I show you my food shop haul this week, which let me tell you was expensive and definitely not on budget, spoiler alert. Nelly is running around, so bear with me about any noise interruptions, that kind of thing. But this week, so today we are having beef stew. Tomorrow we are actually going for a meal out. So I don't need to plan anything for tomorrow. Wednesday is chicken fajitas. Thursday is sausage and mash. Friday is sweet chili chicken. Saturday is spag bowl. And then on Sunday, I'm going to do a nice classic beef roast dinner because it feels like ages since we had a beef roast dinner. So yeah, as you can see, I've got quite a bit there, but yeah, it was definitely expensive and has eaten into this month's budget. We'll start off with Asda this week. So I've got another one of these ready meals. This is actually for Nelly for tomorrow because Mum is going to look after her, so I just thought this was an easy option. We then got a couple of prune pouches, a couple of pear pouches, and then all of the snacks for Nelly. So we've got the Melty Sticks by Ella's Kitchen, Kiddelicious wafers that she loves, and then she also really likes these by Asda's own Little Angels. So we've got the pea puffs, we've got the tomato flavoured pinwheel things, and we've got the cauliflower flavoured puffs as well. And then of course I've got my milk, that's standard. Then I've got another bottle of this is my second one out and I really rate it. It's literally like 80p, but it works so well. My skin has cleared up so much with what I've been doing. And then I've also got some cream of tartar sachets. There's 6 in there, but I saw a recipe online for some baby toddler safe Play-Doh, and that was part of the recipe, so I'm gonna give that a go later this week. And then last thing for Asda is a loaf of bread. I have just unburied 2 giant Yorkshires as well from Asda, which had got muddled in with the Lidl stuff, but yeah, they were definitely Asda's ones. On to Lidl now, so we're starting off with some stuffing mix. This usually makes me about 2 meals, so it hopefully will last a month. And then, what have you got? Little Miss Grown Up. Bye bye. Then I have got some raspberry and white chocolate crunch cereal bars. Bye bye. Then we've got some carrot and corn puffs, and then I've got 1 tin of baked beans and a tin of the baked beans and sausages, some hot dog sausages to put in the cupboard, and some red kidney beans, a bolognese sauce, some spaghetti, red onions, freezer bags, and then I've got the green, yellow and red pouches. I wanted the purple as well, but they didn't have them. Then I've got some tropical juice, a yogurt drink for Ash, some basmati rice to fill up the cupboard, and some beef mince. I actually went for this one. This was half the price of the normal mince I get, so we're going to go with that. Then I got a beef joint again. This was the cheapest one that I could find. And then we've got Nelly's yogurt. We've got some snacks. These are the veggie straws and the tomato rings. Basically, these are for when we're at home because they make a bit of a mess. These are when she's dressed pretty and we're out and about. And then we've got some tortilla wraps, some mixed vegetables, some mixed chopped peppers. Nelly's pizza's buried under here. Our favourite white chocolate caramel shortcake slices. This is our little treat for me and Ash when Nelly's gone to bed. And then we've got some more Yorkshire puddings because that is all Nelly wants to eat at the minute. Some chocolate bars, some garlic bread slices, ham, cheese, mushrooms, and then I picked up, hang on, apologies about the noise, Nelly found the crisps. Yeah, cheese, mushrooms, and then I picked this up for Ash in the like reduced bit, just some watermelon rather than me buying that massive one that they've been doing recently, and then the crisps which Nelly found. So that is everything that I picked up this week. I will leave the prices on screen as I normally do, but has anyone noticed that everything is just creeping up? Sometimes in like big jumps as well. For example, we used to always buy cheese slices and we haven't been able to for so long. And I actually looked at the price today, and compared to when we used to buy it, which I would say is probably about a year ago, it's gone up by like £1.20 for a pack of cheese slices. So needless to say, we don't have them very often, maybe like once every 6 months or something now. Yeah, it's just the prices are so crazy at the minute. And last year and the year before, we had a budget of £60 to spend on our food shop, which obviously was a little bit easier because Nelly wasn't eating me out of house and home, and you know, like just like the little bits that all add up. But I just feel like the budget just does not stretch far enough, and we upped it to £70 so that hopefully it would take into account that I spend £5 alone a week on milk, and also like various other bits that Nenny needs each week, like her prune pouches and things like that. It all obviously adds up, so that extra £10 was meant to pay for that, and it's just not covering it, and it makes you wonder like how far your budget is actually going to stretch like in the months that follow, especially when you think you've got like costs of like heating and things like that and more electric because we're going to have the lights on soon. Yeah, I can't see an end to it, and it's actually quite scary how quickly the money pot goes down each month. As a result of shopping just being so expensive each week, I've actually had to cut back on some things. One of them, which I'm really gutted about, is I used to get those protein pasta dish things for lunch. I only had one a week, but I've had to cut that out because we just simply can't afford it in our budget, sadly. So yeah, I've kind of gone back to either toast or nothing. Sometimes a shake, meal replacement shake, more often than not nothing, I have to say. But it's just because there's just not enough budget, unfortunately. And even this week, as I mentioned in this video, I swapped the minced beef that I normally get for the cheapest one that they had, and that was still £3 something. I remember when you used to be able to get the big slabs for like £2.50, £3, and it wasn't that long ago, and now the big slabs are like £8-9. It's just absolutely crazy. Yeah, and the mincemeat I've bought is half the size. The mincemeat I bought is half the size. It's not even going to stretch that many meals. But it's just scary how all the little bits are adding up so much. I remember weeks more so when we were at the flat, but there were weeks when I would spend like £40 on a food shop. And when you think we moved into this house about a year ago, and it's gone up so much, because I'm not buying that much different. I get one or two things that are slightly different, but other than that, I'm not really buying that much more or that much different in comparison to how much more I'm spending. And as a result, we're not having the little treats that we normally have as often, like for example the little shortbread things. We used to get those every week. It was kind of like our little treat, our Monday night treat. We would sit, watch something good on TV and just sit and enjoy those with a cuppa, and now that's a once a month thing. It's not even a weekly thing anymore because it's just not doable, unfortunately. And that's not the only little treat that's gone. There are more little treats that have gone by the wayside, and I used to be able to get quite a few bits in the reduced section, but they're not really in there because everybody is looking in the reduced section, because nobody can afford the full prices of things. The cost of our food shop has definitely been giving me a headache when it comes to planning meals as well. Obviously you can see I plan my meals out for the week. I used to do it every month, and now I don't find that I can plan for a month anymore. I have to do it more weekly because I just got to see what we've got in the cupboards and in the fridge and the freezer. Hi! You could say hi. Oh, my big girl now, aren't you? Yeah, I've just got to see what's in the fridge and the freezer and go from... Yeah, that's the fridge and the freezer. Well done. No, that's your nose. Yeah, you've spotted your treats, haven't you? You've spotted crisps, but you can't have them today because you've had crisps. You want to come back up? Okay. Okay, don't pick your nose. Yes, I'm having to do it weekly because... What do you want me to open? If I give you this one and open it and take it in the front room, everything's a bargaining power today. It's one of those days. But yeah, like I just have to see what we've got left at the end of each week and plan into that. But it definitely gives me a headache, and I dread having to plan the meals out now. I've got loads of cookbooks and things, but the majority of it I can't even afford the ingredients, and I think that's having a knock-on effect on family life as well, because we're having to make like smaller portions. We're having to choose less extravagant meals in a sense. My meals are never extravagant. You know, if you've watched this channel for a while, you'll know I don't do Jamie Oliver 6 million ingredients into a recipe. I think I do quite basic homely family meals, but even that, some things we just can't afford to do anymore. You know, like I try to give us a nice nourishing meal, and I'm finding that even that's harder and harder. I've bought like some cookbooks to try and get more fruit and veg into Nelly, but then can't actually buy half the ingredients to make the recipes. And it's just one big headache. Even like with snacks, she could have quite easily had another snack, but we can't actually afford for her to have the snacks because I've had to plan out the snacks for the week. So yeah, it's like headache city, and I really do dread Mondays. I'm not gonna lie. I used to like a Monday, like a fresh week, and you know, get the washing done and get the food shop done and feel like it's a blank canvas for the start of a new week, and I absolutely dread it now. I really dread it. Yeah, I don't sleep well on a Sunday night because I dread it so much. But it just makes me wonder like how these bigger families are surviving and how they're coping, because obviously the more people within your family, then the more it's going to cost. And yeah, I don't know how people are coping. I really don't. But yeah, I really don't know how people are coping. It's just an absolute minefield at the minute with it all. And to make matters worse, my Asda app isn't saving me any money. It's not going into the vouchers. Apparently I need to update the app, but there's no update to do. So it's like a whole thing. So all these things that you think, oh, that's all right, I'll save money, or, you know, get a voucher from this, it's just not happening. And we try and utilise like fuel we now get from Sainsbury's to get the next points. Like Asda and Lidl, I do the shopping because they've got reward schemes that are relatively good normally. But yeah, even like the Lidl one, I don't think it's as good as what it used to be. I really don't. I think they caught everybody into it, dragged everyone in, and then was like, yeah, we're not gonna make it as good anymore. But yeah, maybe I need to try Aldi. But the only issue is the Aldi near me is just, I can't find anything, and it's always heaving, and I just don't know if I want to trape across town to then come back, because I know I'm going to have to buy some stuff from Asda. And likewise, I don't particularly want to split it over 2 days. Shopping once a week is bad enough, let alone anymore. But yeah, if you've got any tips for how you are making your budget stretch, or even have money left over at the end, because that's the thing of the past in this family, then please let me know down below. Yeah, let me know. Are you struggling? Are you surviving? Like, how are you doing with your food shop? Yeah, I hope you're doing better than I am, that's for sure. But thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.